so we're set. It's Draisaitl and Byfield. Hockey night in Canada, Edmonton and Los Angeles. Playoff combatants of the first round each of the last 4 years. As he bids to return to the lineup after missing more than a month. Andre Lee for the LA Kings up the right-hand side. Taylor Ward's got a step, throws it on net. Save made. Connor Ingram scored the game winner on Thursday night against the Jets to complete the comeback. Draisaitl a shot. That might have went off the glove. But no one's stopping Richard, as you've already documented. Here's Ekholm driving it in deep. Anotn Forsberg and Brandt Clarke. He got blasted from behind by Colson, and Draisaitl buries it. On the night they celebrate 1,000 points, Leon Draisaitl opens the scoring. That's his 22nd. 1-0 Edmonton.
Stick Oki talked about, and this is just getting on your horse on the forecheck. This rim around handled by Forsberg, but it's the forecheck once again. Puck pulls him with a big hit. And then this puck comes to Kapanen. He's played really well in this line with Draisaitl and Podkolzin. Three big guys that can skate.
At 15% on the power play, and the Oiler kills 17 for its last 18. But Kempe wins another faceoff, and here's Brandt Clarke shooting, and a glove save. Rebound score. Ingram didn't handle it cleanly, and Corey Perry fires home the rebound, as he's done for 21 years. That's his 10th of the year, matching the number on his back, and we're tied.
Just get himself into tight spaces, and he loves it. He loves going to the front of the net. He was chatting with a lot of guys on the bench. Very, very popular player everywhere he goes, and especially here in Edmonton, going to the Stanley Cup final the last couple years. And here just in front of Ingram. So this wrister by Clarke is a little bit of a high one, but it comes in. Ingram can't quite see it, knocked down. And Corey Perry, as he's done for so many years. Watch this little knuckler kind of sent in, but it's the timing of it. Ingram gets a good slap at it with the glove, but it drops down right in front of him. It was a reaction kind of save, the first one, and Perry.
Alive 3 times in his career, McDavid's had 17 game streaks. Now a personal record awaits with 2 periods to go, or the streak ends. I would bet on the former, Jack.
And just think, Oki, if he gets to 18, he needs 7 more to tie Wayne Gretzky. Frederick back down low. Good shift for Edmonton's fourth line to start this second period.
Really good one. Started right off the faceoff.
Perry to Byfield. He's in deep. A backhander off the pads, and then Fogle shot it wide.
But a good chance, heady play, as you mentioned, Jack, by Byfield. Understanding that Fogle was far side, little indirect pass off the pad.
One-timer score! Draisaitl right off the draw, set up by Bouchard. And the man who has celebrated before the game has celebrated twice tonight. Edmonton regains the lead.
Face-off play here for Edmonton. Watch Draisaitl get going. He knows it's coming. As soon as it happens, bam. Gets his feet going aggressively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin it. He's ready for that pass by Bouchard, who puts it right on place for the one-timer. He knows it's coming. It's a set play on a face-off win. They were walking to that one, Daudier. Testing the blocker high.
Anderson up to Ward. Byfield shot tipped home. And it's Andre Lee with his second NHL goal. Scored once last year. And the 6'5" forward ties the game at 2.
Here, they've been pushing downhill when it comes offensively. Quick ups and driving to the net. And they've been relentless right from the start of the game. There was a small portion in the first period where Edmonton took over with some time in the zone, but this is just a reach by Lee, and a good job by him. It's Byfield that gets it through. It gets knocked down partially, but still makes it through. And Lee, as you mentioned, being 6'6". Lundqvist had a terrific year, the same year that Quick had his best chance at a Vezina.
McDavid a strike tackle, the shot pinballed around and on net, and Forsberg made the save. Forsberg really didn't get a shot his first years, at least at the NHL level. Just worked on his game at the American Hockey League level for most of his first 7 seasons, and then the last 4 a stalwart in Ottawa. Shot by Nugent Hopkins, towed aside by Forsberg. Kempe thought he was picked. Draisaitl to McDavid in front. Time to swing and a miss. Nugent Hopkins shoots, blockers in. Rebound McDavid, cross-seamer.
And company, as they'd like to finally end all the questions surrounding the Oiler goaltender. Jack.
And the only way you end that, Scott, is...
So apparently still something special about scoring in front of your parents, Jack.
Absolutely. It kind of cracks me up off the draw. Brandt Clarke centering past tipped home, and the Kings had their first lead of the night at 3-2. Laferriere was in the slot, and I believe he was the man who got a piece.
That he saw in the setup, you're going to see him say, okay, look at this here, go here, make sure, whatever he's saying. I think he just doesn't like the formation and wants to make sure that people are ready. Credit Clarke, though, he's the one. It's a quick win by Laferriere to Kempe. He drops it right to Clarke, and Clarke just maybe gets a bounce here as he throws this in. He's got two players going to the net. No, that's a nice tip.
McDavid will get it back from Draisaitl. Locate Nugent Hopkins. No shot. Draisaitl one-timer and a save made by goaltender. Draisaitl wins the face-off. Bouchard 5-on-3 for the Oilers. They're 2 for 3 and 5-on-3s this year. Bouchard twists one over to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid. Shot, score! Game tie! That's 30 for McDavid. And perhaps just as importantly, the Oilers will remain on the power play with a chance to take the lead.
Well, the face-off's so important. You have to come up with possession. 36 seconds once they do to kind of set it up and for McDavid. Little give and go and a quick shot short side. Doesn't elect to pass it. We saw Nugent Hopkins a couple of times try and test Forsberg from this side. But I think McDavid, when he gets this puck, he already knows that Forsberg's down. He's up, he's down again. Catches him in transition maybe a little bit.
Keeps it a 3-3 tie. Kuzmenko the other way. Loads up, waits, shoots! And that's off the post. Rebound! Loose and dug out of the blue paint.
Byfield to corral that one. Here's Kuzmenko with the fake, and then walks around the sprawl defenseman. But you're right. These two teams, they battle.
We got OT. 12-4 the shots in the third period for Los Angeles. But this first face-off so crucial, and Byfield has done his homework. Pried it loose for Drew Doughty. First possession for LA. Kings are 4-5 in OT. The Oilers are 5-4. With Roslovic having a pair of winners this season. Laferriere breaks through, had it swatted away by Bouchard. Now Draisaitl looks immediately for McDavid. One-on-one with Doughty back. Bouchard in the net. McDavid pulls up, shoots, denied by Forsberg.
Just go at it, don't they? Unbelievable chances at both ends. This is McDavid up the ice. Nice job to slow down. Tests.
Drop pass through the wickets of Clarke. Nugent Hopkins. Kempe back defensively. Nugent Hopkins in front. Tipped on net. Forsberg makes the save. Kuzmenko calling for that puck. Turcotte, no chance to get it to him, and then he gave it away. McDavid to win it. In on Forsberg. Denied. Anotn Forsberg with a game-saving stop. Bouchard with 3 seconds. Nugent Hopkins at the horn. And a glove save made. He's 0 for 2 this season, but career 43%. Breaks in on Forsberg. Denied. Couldn't get that backhander elevated.
Really sharp angle. Has so many options from this position. Elects to go to the backhand. Tries to elevate.
Kempe 3 for 7 this year. 45% for his career. In on Ingram. Scores.
Backhand side, doesn't take another stride from that point in time. Little fake elevation in tight high from backhand to forehand up over top of the block.
Draisaitl's 2 for 2 this year, 38% for his career. Scored twice in regulation. On the night he celebrated, slap shot stopped. What'd you think of that maneuver, partner?
Playoffs, I believe, in a penalty shot. But you know what? Why not?
1 for 1 this season and in his career to win the game for Los Angeles. He stopped. And Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Clarke tries to outweight Ingram.
To keep the shootout going, Nugent Hopkins, 33% in his career. He stopped. Anotn Forsberg with a right pad save, and LA on the second of a back-to-back, prevails in a shootout 4-3.